When we understand the definition of human trafficking in its entirety, in my opinion, it is slavery.
For Shamere McKenzie, human trafficking is more than just a phrase.
Human trafficking is not something I read in a book, watched on television, or researched.
It's a lived experience.
Human trafficking was my life for 18 months of torture.
She was lured into sex trafficking by someone she thought was a friend, something she says is common until she broke free, now calling herself a liberator rather than survivor.
You will see and you will hear about the collaboration that's taking place here in the Commonwealth.
And in the nearly 14 years since, she's worked to liberate others from both sex and labor trafficking, and is what brought her to Richmond this week for the two-day Human Trafficking Awareness Summit, alongside federal, state, and local agencies and nonprofits.
Because we cannot fight this single-handedly. It takes partnership. It takes that collaborative approach. And this is a bipartisan issue. Your political stance is irrelevant when it comes to trafficking.
And in Virginia, there has been a bipartisan effort in recent years, including requiring awareness training for hotel staff and first-year university students. Democratic Delegate Carrie Delaney has introduced several bills and says, if reelected, already has plans for more.
Safe harbor, which is where children who are victims of trafficking are no longer charged with the crime of prostitution, but instead treated like the victims that they are and receive the services that they need.
This is a human rights issue.
While Republican Mike Cherry, also up for re-election, says his focus will be on labor trafficking.
I'm working with the industry experts to make sure that we're closing some loopholes there as well in the labor trafficking front.
Attorney General Jason Miyares, who hosted the summit, says labor trafficking accounts for 40% of trafficking cases in Virginia, and points to a recent Williamsburg case where a laundry service is accused of bringing in people illegally from Central America and forcing them to work long hours. Miyares says the case is being tried at the federal level because Virginia's laws on the issue aren't as strong.
We want to come after you, we want to investigate you, we want to work with our federal partners and prosecute you.
And coming up at 6 o'clock, the message that organizers have for everyday Virginians to help in the fight against human trafficking. In Richmond, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.